And welcome back. This is Phil Rivera II, waiting on my partner, Evan Geiger. But I will start it off with our defensive lineup. Pitcher today will be Vinton. Haley Vinton. The catcher today will will be Jaden Grenier. First baseman will be Savannah Salazar. Second baseman will be Alexia Arambula. The third baseman will be Izzy Doggett. The shortstop today will be Yaya Silva. The left fielder will be Izzy Jacoby. The center fielder will be Grace Coleman. And the right fielder will be Emily Garza. And now, for the Coastal Bend Cougars starting lineup. 1 through 3 will be Brianna Salazar, Anya Martinez, and Aaliyah Medrano. 4 through 6 will be Sophie Garza, Prello Rodriguez, Eliza Flores. And 7 through 9 will be Vivian Garza, Melanie Vargas, and Jocelyn Martinez. And the flex would be Haley Vinton for the Dolphins, and for the Coastal Bend Cougars, the flex will be Brianna Franco. Now we will start the game, and my guy, the birthday boy himself, Evan Geiger, is back with us. How are you doing, Evan?
Doing great. No real defensive changes for the Dolphins, just swapping catchers, which is pretty custom. Going to have Jaden Grenier back there instead of Kiki Garza, and then Haley Vinton, the starting pitcher.
Haley Vinton, the sophomore, was here at Alvin last year. Haley Vinton with a 3.93 ERA with 57 innings pitched, 2 wins, 6 losses. Here's the 1-0 hit to Arambula, given to Salazar for out number 1. Now coming up to bat will be Martinez.
Yes, Nia Martinez in the second spot and playing right field for the Cougars.
Vinton has 47 strikeouts, second on the team behind Bramer. 5.77 Ks per 9. Has 52 runs and only 32 of them are earned. 38 walks and 62 hits of the year so far. Down in the count 1-0 with 1 out. 0-0 ball game.
Yeah, Dolphins won the first game 8-3 and now have improved their record to 19-20. Coastal Bend fell to 2-30 with the loss.
Pitch there, ball, 3-0 the count. Falling behind on the second batter. Coach Farmer stands up, talks to the field. Bitten with the pitch and taking strike. 3-2 the count. The 3-1 and foul to the right side. Wind still blowing to left field. Still waiting on the first home run of the day. Still, the Alvin Dolphins play at the biggest field in the conference. Foul ball to the right side of Riff Ryan Field. 3-2-1 here. Still 0-0 ball game as the top of the first starts. Martinez up here, Vinton with the pitch here, and a fly ball. Izzy and Silva talk to each other. Silva takes over with the second out of the inning. A pop-up. Now coming up, the batter Medrano the shortstop today, who is responsible for taking out her own first baseman. With a bad throw and a hit to the face. Strike here on the outside corner, 0-1 count with 2 outs. Still windy. You can still hear it here. Honestly, it feels like it picked up a lot more. Driven to center field is going to fall, but doesn't. Coleman makes a wonderful catch out there in center for the 3rd out of the inning. Vinton with a clean 1-2-3. And the Dolphins will come up to bat with Silva, Jacoby, and Garza right after this.
Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
And welcome back, and we will have the defensive lineup for the Coastal Bend Cougars for Game 2 here. Pitching is Vivian Garza. The catcher will be Vargas. The first baseman, Rodriguez. The second baseman, Martinez. Third baseman will be Garza. The shortstop, Medrano. Now left to right will be Franco, the flex. Center field would be Salazar, and right field would be Martinez. Now for the Alvin Dolphins batting order would be Silva, Jacoby, Garza for the first 3. Bramer, Aaron Bula, and Salazar the next 3. And the last will be Doggett, Grenier, and Grace Coleman, with Bramer the designated player.
Yaya Silva, a really good hitter. Dolphins got the leadoff runner aboard almost every time in the first game. We'll see if she can continue that trend here.
Pitch high here for the pitcher, Garza. And here's the pitch. Fouled off to the right side, or to the left side. 1-1 the count, no gone.
I think that either hit her in the knee or the foot.
A little shaken up. Nothing wrong with little bruises. We got ice in the dugout. There's nothing wrong with that. 1-1 count, no outs. No runs scored. Here's the pitch. And driven to left field. Looks like it's going foul, but the left fielder gives a nod and doesn't get to it. Looks like Franco is just a little too slow to get there. 1-2 the count. And here's the pitch. And foul right behind me to my 6. Still 1-2 count with no gone. Here's the pitch, and another foul ball here. Looks like Silva's really just giving this pitcher a hard time here. And here's the pitch. And a liner to third base, picked up by Garza. Really smooth play out there to get out number 1. Now coming up will be Izzy Jacoby, the left fielder.
Number 15, Jacoby.
Here's the pitch. And a foul ball to the left side.
Yeah, Izzy Jacoby out of Richmond Foster High School teammates with Sophie Bramer.
That connection is always going to be good for college teammates. Knowing each other's tendencies, knowing what they think. Just all around just helpful.
Yeah, they're pretty close. Usually if you see Sophie or Izzy, you know the other one is nearby. Maybe not right next to them, but you know if Sophie's in the gym, then Izzy's in the gym. If you see Izzy at the coffee bar, then Sophie's probably there too.
Another play by Garza at third base. 2 to her and 2 are out. And now coming up would be Garza.
Number 42, Garza.
On deck, Sophie Bramer. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 1. Vivian Garza on the year. Oh, it looks like she's fixing her mask. And while we're fixing her mask, we'll get anything to you about her. She's an outfielder as well at 8.4 ERA, 9 losses, 14 appearances.
She actually leads the team in innings pitched with 55 entering today.
4.07 K per 9, or 7. With 32 Ks, 45 walks, 97 hits, 90 runs, but only 66 of them earned. A 1-0 count here. Drops in for a strike, 1-1 count. No one on, 2 outs. Looks like we have Delaney Gray, the sophomore, as our first base coach. I didn't know she was a coach as well as a pitcher.
She's been coaching first a lot this year.
Well, look at that. And a little foul ball to the right side.
Yeah, Dolphins offense probably just needs a little bit of time to figure out the new pitcher Garza. Took them a little bit to really string it together against the Cougars ace in game 1.
Here's the pitch, a grounder back to Garza, but it's going to be a foul ball.
She almost had 3 outs by herself. First 2 batters grounded out to third, and Emily Garza almost did the same.
That was going to be Bugs Bunny over there, if you know what I'm talking about.
We could have had 3 Garzas involved in one play. The pitcher, the batter, and the third baseman.
That's a reunion right there. I'm sure the grandmother would be really proud.
I don't think they're related.
Here's the pitch. High, 2-2 the count. We got 2s all the way around. We have a special appearance. Number 16, Caitlin Garza, the catcher for the Dolphins, caught game 1. Here's the pitch.
Oof.
And a strikeout. Clean inning by Garza. And we'll go to the top of the second inning. Dolphins 0, Coastal Bend 0. We're back after this.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
And welcome back to the broadcast. We will have the 4 through 6 hitter, Garza, then followed by Rodriguez, then Flores. Garza retired two of the first 3 outs of the inning. Last half, Vinton here starts off with a ball, 1-0 count, no outs. Still tied in this ball game.
Yeah, we've yet to see a hit or a, base runner.
Here's the pitch by Vinton. Called on the outside corner. Vinton has almost everything they can ask for in the first 3 innings. You get a ground out, a pop out, and a line out. All she needs is a strikeout, and then she gets the big 4. Vinton here with a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Again, I cheated off the scoreboard operator. Again late. Distracted by Kiki Garza. Here's the pitch to Garza. Inside ball, 2-2 the count. Now, Evan, you covered softball last year. How did Haley do last year as one of the Dolphins pitchers?
Yeah, she did good. She was kind of the de facto ace, and this year a little bit more of a reduced role, but getting a lot of starts.
The pop fly. Salazar picks it up, and another pop-up by Vinton, out number 1.
Yeah, Vinton has given up some runs this year. A lot of them have been unearned due to errors. And I mentioned in the first game, I think that's one thing the Dolphins really want to clean up is all the unearned runs scoring on defensive errors.
And it looks like they made some of those moves to, in fact, change that. Here's a ball taken on the outside. But like you said, Aaron Bula moving to second base, originally third baseman, really cleaning up her fielding act and cleaning it up for the infield.
Yeah, this lineup has a lot of talent, and there's only so many roster spots. You see a lot of people sitting,
taking ball,
or having to play positions that they are not super familiar with. Good count here for Perla.
Rodriguez playing first today, or today's game, second game. There's a foul ball there. 2-1 the count with 1 out and no runs by both teams. Both teams scoreless in the first at-bats of the day. Here's the pitch. And ball taken low. 3-1 the count. Needs to find the zone here for Vinton, but also for Rodriguez. Hopes to see something that she can drive here and get something going for the Coastal Bend Cougars.
That was not a bad pitch from Vinton, borderline.
Here's the pitch. And driven foul. Salazar gives it a look, gives it a run, and will take her cardio and go back to first base. With the wind going to left, it could have came back in, but went right back on Mustang Road. I think we need to tell Kiki Garza to get out of our booth. What'd you say, Evan?
Trying to fix some technical difficulties audio-wise.
Here's the pitch by Vinton. Taking ball here. Looked like the umpire was going to call it a strike by the little walk she did around, but there's a walk. Runner at first with 1 out. Had the count full, but couldn't do anything about it. Now coming up, Eliza Flores, the replacement from last game
Number 24.
for
Flores.
Mayo, but is playing the designated player today, or today's game, or today's second game. Swing and a miss, strike 1 by Vinton. Way to start off the batter. Runner at first.
Yeah, first base runner of the ball game there with Perla drawing that 1-out walk. Miss Rodriguez over there at first now.
There's a strike right there. 0-2 the count.
See if Vinton can strike out Alyssa Flores.
Great way to come back from that or get a ground ball here to get 2-1. Here's the pitch. High, taking 1-2 the count with 1 out still. No hits by both teams still early in this ball game. We saw a lot of hits by the Dolphins in that 3rd inning of work. At the end of the game, having 10 hits overall. Here's the pitch. Ball taken 2-2 the count, 1 out.
Yeah, Dolphins finished with 11 hits
Always
in that
one
first
short.
game.
I'm always short. 2-2 the count. Hitters count here, looking for something to drive, but Vin wants to close the door on this inning and hopefully gets a double play here. Salazar takes the pop-up, looked at first, but she was already back in time as Rodriguez didn't really go far there. Now coming up, Viviana Garza. I don't know why I thought I saw a C on the lineup card.
They're usually written in pencil, and it's like a copy of a copy of a copy, so kind of hard to read the lineup card.
And there's a liner right past Yaya for the first hit of the day by Garza. Now runners at first and second. First pitch damage there by Garza.
Well, Vinton's no-hitter is gone.
Well, didn't last that long. Now coming up, Melanie Vargas,
Number 5, Vargas.
the catcher for today's game. Today's second game. Ball taken. No batting gloves. Usually see that in baseball, but not in softball. Here's the pitch. Taking strike, 1-1 count.
Good spot there from Vinton.
Great spot. Really just dotted that corner. The windup. Popped up to the left side, gives it a look, and it goes into the ditch right next to the field. Strike 2 there, 1-2 the count with 2 outs. Looks like Vin wants to get out of this inning real quick. Maybe could get a strike here and be finished with this inning so the Dolphins can come up. Pitch strike 3, swinging. Runners stranded on first and second for the Coastal Bend Cougars. A hit by Garza, but has no effect to the game. Still 0-0 ball game heading into the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back right after this. Now coming up for the Alvin Dolphins will be Sophie Bramer, the designated player.
Number 20.
With the first 3 batters grounding out, 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Garza on the mound does her own work and gets a hit last inning at bat. There, a strike taken for Bramer. Foul ball to the left side. 1-1 the count. Bramer going 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a walk last game. Looking to do the same thing here and have a productive day. Here's the pitch by Garza. High. Be 2-1 the count with no outs. Still no runs of the ball game. But the Garza on the mound also was the Garza that got the hit the last inning. So Coastal has only hit so far in the day. Still has their no-no going. Oh, I need a knock on wood for that. Here's the pitch. Bramer hits it to the shortstop. And nope. That will go down as an error for the first baseman, Rodriguez. With Medrano giving another pick throw. Now coming up to bat will be number 3, Alexia Arambula. Bunt by Arambula, but it goes foul on an advanced Bramer there. Arambula going 2 for 3 as well with a 1 RBI. Also scored a run. High pitch there. 1-1 to count. No out still. I always love hearing these chants that each softball team has for specific players and just situations in general. Kind of fun. Here's the pitch here. Taken high. 2-1 to count. No out still. Here, Garza has given up 11 home runs the year. Ground ball to the left side, foul. Decent amount of people here today for the Alvin Dolphin crowd for both sides. And pitch low, stopped in the dirt. By Vargas. On deck would be Savannah Salazar. 3-2 the count. Anything goes here. And a dribbler up the middle. Throws it to second for only 1 out. Could have been a 6-4-3 double play, but Arambula got there quicker than expected. And we go down as a fielder's choice. Now to bat Savannah Salazar.
Number 9, Salazar.
Salazar going 1 for 3 with a RBI and a run, also with a strikeout. Their last time up, 1 down. Looks like Garza couldn't get her feet right. She kind of tilted there. Ball here. Vargas couldn't stop it, or could stop it, but couldn't get the throw down. Here's the pitch. Grounder back to shortstop Medrano, and she is out at first base. Throws to third to make sure Arambula doesn't get off the bag there and advance anymore. Safe at third. Now coming up to bat, Izzy Doggett, the Alvin Community College employee, also playing third base for the Dolphins. Going 1 for 3 with a run, no RBIs. Here's the pitch, the Doggett. Doggett drives it foul to the left side. Looks like it went back into the ditch right next to the field. Here's the pitch from Garza. Strike taken there. Down 0-2 the count is Doggett. Doggett really clean defensively last game as well. Here's a pitch from Garza. Taken high, 1-2 the count. 2 out still. Dolphins still looking for the first hit of the day. Looks like the pitcher needs a break. It's a little hot outside, a little humid. She might need just a little break. Looks in for the sign, so she knows what she's going to throw. Steps on the mound or in the circle. Here's the pitch here. And a driven through the 5-6. Yeah, Doggett drives in Aaron Bula for the first hit and the first RBI of the day for Doggett. Doing her job. She told me in between games that she's going to do something, and, well, she delivered. So I will not call her a liar. Now coming up, Jaden Grenier, the catcher for the Dolphins, did not play game 1. Here's the pitch, taken low for a ball. A little 2-out magic there by Doggett. Doggett with an unusual number, honestly. 77 for an infielder doesn't seem right. Garza with the pitch here. And driven foul just past the glove of Garza at third base as well. On deck for the Dolphins will be Grace Coleman, the center fielder. Now, Jaden Grenier is also a worker for Alvin Community College. She works in the fitness center as Doggett works in the student life department. One the count, 2 outs. A 1-0 ball game. Dolphins up in the second inning by Doggett's RBI single. Here's a pitch by Garza. Off the glove of Vargas. Doggett advances to second, gives a little turn. Here we go for the Dolphins. Looking to do something to extend this inning here. 2-1 the count right here. Here's the pitch to Grenier. Grenier takes it, 3-1 the count. Three-one the count for Grenier, 2 outs. Here's Garza. Driven to left field, looks like it might bloop over, and it does not. The left fielder, Franco, takes it in for the final out of the inning. Well, the Dolphins score there with Izzy Doggett's single to drive in Aaron Bula, who was at third base. Bitten with a little cushion there, and will pitch at the top of the third inning with a 1-0 lead. We'll be back right after this.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
that throwdown. We will start the top half of the third inning. Jocelyn Martinez, the second baseman. Jocelyn going 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout in the last game. Here's the pitch by Vinton. And fouled off to the right side. 0-1 count with no outs. With the Dolphins leading by 1 with the run delivered from Izzy Doggett with a single RBI from her single through the 5-6 gap for the Dolphins. Here's the pitch by Vinton. And swung and a miss. Strike 2. Up ahead of the batter, Martinez, early in this count. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night by Vinton there. 3 pitches and 1 out. Now coming up to bat is the leadoff hitter, Salazar,
Number 2.
who grounded out her first time up. Back-to-back strikeouts for Vinton. Here's the pitch inside for a ball. The delivery, ball taken on the outside corner. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. High taken 3-0 the count with 1 out. Vinton needs to find a strike here to keep her streak to 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Inside taken for a walk. Second walk of the day for Vinton giving up. Now coming to Martinez, who popped out her last time up.
Number 7, Martinez.
The bunt and is caught by Salazar. Goes back to first and picks it by Aaron Bullitt. Double play to end the inning. Salazar coming up defensively right there and puts it out for out number 1 and out number 2. And we will head to the bottom of the third with the Dolphins leading 1-0 off Izzy Doggett's RBI single. Hopefully to add more to in the bottom half. We'll say after that. And we are back here in the bottom half of the third inning. Grace Coleman up to bat here. Last game went 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. Here's the pitch by Garza taken here for a strike. 0-1 the count. And I want to welcome back Mr. Birthday Boy Geiger here. How you doing?
great.
And here's a bunt foul by Coleman, down 0-2 in the count with 1 out. With the leadoff hitter Silva on deck here.
Yeah, if Coleman can get on in front of Silva, that'd be a good opportunity to score another run.
Great opportunity to score another run. Coleman, the freshman. Everyone in the lineup is a freshman except Vinton here. Foul ball right over the head of the catcher, Vargas. Now, we'll say the 2 sleeves. How are you feeling about that? By
Sure.
Vargas? You like
Sure,
it?
do it. Rock it, whatever you think, whatever you like.
See, my thing is she has all that, but no batting gloves.
Hey, she's like a Will Myers out there.
Here's the pitch by Garza, taken outside, 1-2 the count with no outs. Now I want to shout out my coworker, Mrs. Izzy Doggett, with the RBI single
Yeah,
last inning to drive in Aaron Bula.
good to see Izzy hitting.
Here's the pitch, 2-2 the count now with no outs. As I said in the last game, Izzy kind of been on a little slump there, and it looks like these last 2 games she has picked it up and is looking to find a way out of that. Wind blowing a little gloomy here today at Ruth Ryan Field. Here's the pitch by Garza, and a little liner right back to her off the bag, and she is safe.
Wow.
Looks like the inexperience of Rodriguez.
I think the throw pulled her off the bag a little bit, and then she had to apply the tag, but was a little slow to the jump.
Looked a little off there. I mean, could have stretched and got the out there.
Yeah, Coleman runs well, too, so puts more pressure on the defense, even on a easy out like that. That's what speed does for you.
Nothing's easy with a speedster like Coleman.
See if she swipes second and gets in a scoring position with nobody out for Silva. If you see Silva take a really weird swing for a strike that doesn't look natural at all, it's because Coleman's probably running the second. They've been doing that all day.
Or she just thought it was a good pitch. But here's Yaya Silva, grounded out her first time up. The leadoff batter for the Dolphins has been there almost all year. Here's the bunt, but pulls back. And Coleman's there with I was going to say something there.
Yeah, good steal
With
by
ease,
Coleman.
there it is.
Yeah.
Gets there with ease, there it is.
Good steal by Coleman. The second baseman covering is well in front of the bag, and so she has to catch the throw and then try to turn around and apply the tag. Sort of interesting the way she's covering second.
Not natural, really. But here's the pitch by Garza. A little bunt again. Coleman gets a little extended on that secondary lead after the pitch.
This is turning out well for the Dolphins here in the bottom of the third. A 2-0 count to one of your best hitters and a speedster at second with nobody out. Probably going to take a big hack if it's close here.
Here's the pitch. Another bunt, but goes around. And Coleman runs back to the bag, hugs it real quick, and gets back up.
Surprised to see Silva still trying to bunt with a runner at second. Really thought they would take this as an opportunity to get her to swing. I mean, with Coleman at second and nobody out, you have 3 batters in a row that you just need a single from to score a run.
And it's the top 3 with Silva, Jacoby, Garza.
Silva is a fantastic hitter.
Here's the pitch. Another square round bunt. Do we know what's going on with Coach Farmer? I think she knows what she's doing, but it's a little off that we're having Silva bunt again. But not 3-1 count.
Well, if Silva walks here, you're definitely going to see a bunt from Jacoby to move both runners into scoring position.
More than likely. Another one here off the plate, foul. I think Silva just told Coach he wants a bunt today.
Well, with 2 strikes, we will not see a bunt here, and she's going to swing away and perhaps provide us with some fireworks. Such a good hitter, double-digit doubles on the year.
Garza getting ready with the red face mask. I don't know if that's because she's playing the Dolphins, but it is interesting. Here's the pitch and a grounder to the Coastal Bend dugout.
Both hits for the Dolphins came from the bottom of the order. 7th and 9th in the order.
Here's the pitch by Garza, 3-2 count. And just a little outside, and we'll walk the batter, Silva. Now coming up, Jacoby, 0 for 1 of the day with a ground out.
Yeah, Jacoby's definitely going to lay down a sacrifice bunt here and try to get Coleman to third and Silva to second with just one out.
And as we said earlier in the first game, all the outfielders for the Lady Dolphins are speedsters, so I wouldn't be surprised if she runs it out as well.
Yeah, I mean, a well-placed bunt, and you could end up with the bases loaded, but the main goal and the main objective is to get both runners in a scoring position with one out to see if Garza can drive them in.
I think all those bunts were due to Coach Gray over there at first base.
I don't think so.
Here's the bunt down, and it's going to go foul. Took a long time. Didn't make a decision until halfway through the bag to go foul. Would have been a perfect bunt. She was there with ease as well.
Yeah, that's a tough play. The only problem there with that bunt so hard to third base is Coleman has to stop and wait and make sure it's not a pop-up, and then it's a force at third. So if she does field it on the bag, you get the lead runner out. So probably better to go to the pitcher or to first.
Another square round bunt.
Wow.
Just missed it, but that would be a strike.
0-2 count's going to take the bunt off the table, so not ideal.
Jacoby's still the second batter in the lineup, so it's still saying that she's a good batter. So let's see if she can drive something to one of these gaps or pass one of these defenders on the infield to drive in Coleman. Here's the pitch. High. Garza has been really
She's laughing there. That one slipped out of the hand.
I think a lot of them have slipped out of the hands. But she's consistently high with balls, and Vargas hasn't really got used to that as well. She's been popping up and down like she's doing burpees over there.
She's not the tallest catcher in the world, and some of these have nearly gotten over her head.
Here's the pitch by Garza.
Oof.
And a foul ball right on the logo of the bat.
I thought he was going to hit her.
And that would have been bases loaded.
Would have been, but we've seen a lot today with some of these pitchers from Coastal Bend. Not a ton of speed, and the Dolphins just early just swinging, pulling them foul down the left field line.
Here's the pitch by Garza. Taking Coleman, stealing, and she is safe.
Wow.
While Silva gets to second base, and no bunt needed to move the runners here with a 2-2 count. A batter's count here for Jacoby, looking to drive one here or just to get on base and have Emily Garza come up and drive all three of them in.
Really nice job by Coleman and Silva to
Here's
execute the
pitch,
double
and
steal.
a pop-up looks like it might fall. The center fielder gets it, throws it to third instead of home.
No chance you're going to get Coleman on that. She is way too fast and a sack fly.
Martinez thought 2 steps ahead and thought Silva could have tagged up there, go to third. But either way, the run scores. Coleman scores for the second run of the game. 2-0 Dolphins are up with a sacrifice fly by Jacoby.
Still a runner in scoring position with one out here, so a couple of chances for Garza and Bramer to either one of them get a hit and drive in Silva.
Here's the pitch by Garza, taken for a ball. And still with the meat of the lineup coming up as well, this could be a great inning for the Dolphins, but a bad one for Coastal Bend. Still getting that out there helps a lot. A liner in the 5-6 gap again. Silva's going to go because the left fielder bobbles it, throws the second for an RBI double. Coming up, Bramer had a fielder's choice there.
Left fielder Franco just took her eyes off of it, was watching the runner and didn't field the ball cleanly, and it results in a run and Garza making up the second on the air, but a nice piece of hitting, and the Dolphins lead 3-0.
Here's a pitch to Bramer. Taken inside for a ball. Still one out in this inning. Still a young inning for the Dolphins that can do something here. Could have been a big play there if the left fielder Franco would have fielded it cleanly. No runs would have came across. But now the run is scored, And 3-0 ball game. Another 5-6 gap and just past the glove of Medrano. Bramer gets a hit and moves up Garza. 1 out single. Now coming up would be Aaron Bula.
Yeah, Bramer gave the coaches a tough decision. Usually Bianca Galan is the designated player, but Bramer's been swinging it so well, and that's not a knock on Galan. She's been swinging it great too, but they only have 1 designated player spot. So they're going to have to get creative to make sure both of their bats are in the lineup, although this is a rare occurrence where neither one of them is pitching.
Here's a pitch outside for a ball. And honestly, I think it's the smarter move to go with Bramer after Galan going 6 innings of great pitching. Give her a little rest there and have Bramer just swing the bat all day. Here's the pitch. Aaron Bula takes it inside for a 2-0 count with 1 out here with runners at first and third. Looking to extend this inning and maybe get back to 8 runs like they were the last game.
Yeah, Bramer usually starts the second game of the doubleheader, and with her pitching, you can have someone else flex, so they're playing defense but they're not batting, and have Galan bat for them. That's something that they probably wanted to do, but with Bramer not pitching, they could only get one of them in the lineup, really. So we'll see if maybe Galan comes in some capacity later on.
2-1 the count here. Hit foul there, 2-2 the count. Little pitcher-on-pitcher conversation happening at first base there.
Offense really coming alive here in the bottom of the third. 3 hits already.
Garza here with the 2-2. High, 3-2 the count. Got a 3-2-1 here going. All right, what were we saying for a 3-2-1? Chips? Okay, say your favorite chips, Geiger. On the 3-2-1 pitch. See if we get some good luck. Funyuns. And a foul ball to the left side.
That was well struck.
We could just if the Dolphins could straighten that out, that would have been at least 2 runs scored. Funyuns. And another one foul. I think I need to change up and not chips anymore.
Yeah. Once again, a lot of these Dolphins hitters just way out in front of some of these slower pitches, probably lower velocity-wise than they're used to.
Here's a pitch from Garza. Taken low for a walk. Bases loaded now for Savannah Salazar, who leads the team in triples.
Wow. She's got some pop, and she runs very well for someone with that amount of pop. Coach Farmer has been bragging about her since the fall in terms of her athleticism and ability to do multiple things out there on the diamond.
Here's the pitch to Salazar. Salazar drives it to right, but it might, but it is caught in foul territory. Silva comes in. Everyone moves up. Productive out by Salazar with the sac fly.
It's about as well as a foul ball off the bat can go, and gets the 3rd run of the inning and 4th run of the game in for the Dolphins. And now Izzy Doggett with a chance to capitalize. If she could get a base knock with 2 runners in scoring position and 2 outs, Aaron Bula would likely score on a single. Doggett, one of your best power hitters as well, so good opportunity for her here.
Here's the pitch to Doggett. High, taken for a 1-0 count.
Doggett's such a perfectionist when it comes to the game of softball. She is never satisfied no matter how good she does. Even when she had a streak of getting on base, 13 straight plate appearances, still was not satisfied.
Liner back to Coach Farmer again. She's getting scared out there.
That was a hot shot, and luckily she was able to get out of the way.
Might have to change your position on the diamond there to get out the way a little bit more.
Honest recommendation, with how early the Dolphins' power hitters are on these inside pitches and everything being pulled right at her, just give her a glove.
Maybe a catching mask, too. Who knows? And a liner to second base. It'll be the third out of the inning. Doggett could have had something good there, but the ball finds the fielder with the third out of the inning. The Alvin Dolphins score 3 runs there with an RBI by Jacoby, Garza, and Salazar. And we'll be right back to the top of the 4th after this.
Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
And now we are back for the top of the 4th inning for the Alvin Dolphins. Up 4-0, getting 3 runs there, 4 hits for them. But the Coastal Bend Cougars are up this half of the inning with 1 hit and 2 errors in the day. Coming up to bat would be the shortstop, Alaya Medrano, with a line out her last time up. Here's the pitch by Vinton. Low and outside for a ball. We gave our scoreboard operator a little pep talk, so he's on his game now. Here's a pitch by Vinton, and a foul ball to the left side. Could hit a car. I don't know if it's going to. I don't have the field vision for it, but could have. And that's why I didn't park by the field. Here comes the 1-1 to Vinton, from Vinton, with 0 outs, top of the 4th inning here. And a liner right past Doggett. No, she could have made that play. But is a lead-off single for the shortstop.
Yeah, that was a hot shot. It got on Doggett quick. It would have been a tough play.
Now coming up, third baseman or woman, Sophia Garza. Runners on first, no outs. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Garza, their ace, had to come in and play third in that first game. The third baseman, to begin the first game, had a litany of errors, and they had to pull Garza. I don't know if it was necessarily because of her pitching, just 1 earned run, but I think they needed somebody at third who could consistently get outs, and she's done a good job at third.
I believe it was 3 errors by the last one. Hit to Doggett, but just goes foul. Another one that just went past her. I think now she's going to lock in and make sure anything that goes her way will be caught. But it's a 1-1 count for Garza.
Yeah, Doggett hugging the line there, really trying to make sure nothing gets down the line past her. See that a lot in the game of softball, how close to the line the third baseman plays. They never really get out of reach of the line.
Here's a pitch by Vinton. And a little pop-up. Vinton's going to take it herself over the first out of the inning.
Vinton caught it, tried to throw to first, and Salazar was within her breathing range, and she tried to throw it. She's like, oh, wait, nobody there. Good thing she didn't unleash a throw.
If she would have been really bad.
Likely would have either drilled the runner at first or would have been a run scoring as the ball went all the way into the right field corner.
Coming up is Perla Rodriguez. Had a base on balls the last time up. Only 2 walks given up by Vinton so far in this game. Ball here, 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Ball taken high, 2-0 the count. The runner at first, Medrano's getting a little frisky out there. Giving a delayed fake steal a couple times here.
Threw 3 and a third, just 2 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts for Vinton. 47 pitches, 28 strikes.
Here's the pitch by Vinton. Low, but Grenier stopping it from going to the backstop and having Medrano advance bases to get in scoring position. But Vinton is down 3-0, 2-1 to count. Again, our scoreboard operator.
Oof, a walk. She said
It is
that's
not
3,
a walk.
yeah.
That's 3-1 to count. And throws it to second and safe. So she advances off the confusion.
Oh, man. That's not good.
That's just a bonehead play right there. I think I'm going to blame our scoreboard operator right there. He didn't have his lucky charms this morning.
Yeah, it looks like the home plate umpire agreed it was a 3-1 count, and then now she's got to talk to the other umpire, the
Field umpire.
the base runner from first moved up to second, thinking it was a walk. So then they tried to get her out, but it was too late. She was already on the bag. Perla was ready to toss her bat and make her way to first.
So,
I wonder if they're going to make the runner go back to first.
or is she going to stay at second? I think the original call is she's staying at second, so she wants to talk to the umpires and figure out what's going on. Everyone converged except Izzy Doggett on the infield. Like a lone wolf. She is her own pack. While we wait for the decision by the umpire, talking to Coach Farmer. Coach Farmer kicking dirt. Maybe getting ready to kick it on the umpire.
I don't think so. She's usually a little tenacious, but usually keeps it cool.
Now the 3-1 count with 1 out here. The runner, Medrano, advances to second base.
Yeah, very delayed, unorthodox stolen base there for Medrano.
Hey, they teach you in Little League not to give up on a play. I guess you didn't give up.
Count is 3-1.
For Perla. Here's a pitch by Vinton. And as a pop-up to Salazar. Salazar's coming in foul territory, and she takes it in for out number 2. Doesn't matter. She gets the out after that long conversation there.
Now Alyssa Flores with a chance with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Medrano runs well, will be running on contact, so maybe a chance for Cougars to get on the board if Flores can find some grass.
2 outs and a swing and a miss from Flores. 0-1 the count, 2 outs. Only 2 hits by the Coastal Bend Cougars so far in this game. And a little blooper, and Salazar just misses it.
I thought she was going to get there.
Territory.
Didn't hang up very long. She's been busy, caught a lot of pop-ups today.
But she's made almost every play,
Yeah,
if not every play.
she has.
Down 0-2 is Flores.
We had a mistake earlier in the year that cost us a game, an infield fly between first and the home plate, and kicked off the glove, was kicked actually behind the backstop.
And what's also kicked behind the backstop is Flores with the strike 3 swinging. Vinton gets out of it with a runner at second base. And we will go to the bottom half of the 4th. Dolphins lead 4-0.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
Now coming up to bat is Jaden Grenier. Popped out her last time out. Catching for today's game. Here's a pitch by Garza. On the outside, strike taken. Here's the pitch, taken up for a ball. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch, and Grenier hits it foul. Look a little fair there. Would have been out, but it was called a foul ball. 2-2 the count with no outs still. Dolphins lead it 4-0 in the ball game with 4 hits, and the Cougars have 2 with 2 errors. Here's the pitch by Garza, and a liner foul to the right side. Bottom of the 4th, a little bit over halfway in the game still. Here's a pitch and a strike 3 swinging by Grenier. Now coming up, Grace Coleman, who had a single her last time, up to bat.
Number 5, Coleman.
Coleman playing center field today. Might be one of the skinniest on the team. A foul ball hits the press box. I'm going to tell her about it after the game, that she needs to not hit it to me. I am calling her game after all. Coleman, a speedster, really can move fairly quickly. That's why she's in center field. And a slap hit right to the shortstop, and it's safe. A bad throw by Medrano. Coleman's past second. She's going to third, and she's upstanding, and she's going to go home. The left fielder throws, and she is out, trying to extend the inside the park home run. Probably should have stayed at second base, Coleman. But the left fielder, Franco, delivers a seed straight to Vargas for out number 2. Could have been runner at third base, 1 out, with Yaya Silva up, who got walked her last time out. That will go down as a single and an error by the shortstop. And a drive by Yaya Silva to the gap, all the way to the wall. Silva's rounding first, gets the second, stops. And the Dolphins are really hurting right now by that, because if Coleman would have stayed at third base, that would have been an RBI and lead the game 5-0 in the bottom of the 4th. But Yaya with a double. Now coming up, Izzy Jacoby with an RBI and a sac fly, going 0 for 1 in the game.
Number 15, Jacoby.
Here's the pitch. Jacoby fouls it off. Looks like it's gonna go foul, like I said, into the bullpen for the Dolphins. Really a mistake by Grace Coleman, trying to extend it all the way home. Could have stopped at third base and would have been driven in. But now was Jacoby up with 2 outs and 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Jacoby. Ball taken high, 1-1 the count. Jacoby, Garza, Salazar, and Doggett have RBIs for today. All of them won. Here's the pitch to Jacoby. Grounded foul, almost right at the Coastal Bend coach on the left side. 1-2 the count with 2 outs still. Looking to cash in Yaya Silva. Three errors by the Cougars today. And a little liner straight to the second baseman, Martinez. And the Dolphins would have scored a run, does not score. Scoreless in the bottom half of the fourth. And we'll be right back. And now we are back. Well, the top of the fifth inning, Vinton's still going strong here, scoreless through 4 innings. Coming up to bat is Vivian Garza, the pitcher for today. Strike taken. Here's the pitch fouled off. Oh, to the count with no outs. Good way to start out the batter for Vinton. Coastal Bend looking to do something here as the ballgame is still in reach. Only 4 runs across. They did score 3 the last game. Here's the pitch by Vinton. And a foul ball right off the tip of the bat by Garza, the pitcher today. Vinton checks her wristband for the call. Here's the pitch. Inside strike 3 looking. That's 4 strikeouts for Vinton today. Now coming up, Melanie Vargas, the catcher. Like I said earlier, she did not have batting gloves today. This at bat she does. Maybe she's changing it up a bit, trying to get a base hit for her and her squad as she struck out last time, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch by Vinton. And a foul ball to the left side. Went into the ditch, 0-1 the count for Vargas. Here's the pitch. Outside, taken for a strike. Up 0-2 the count for Vinton. Down 0-2 for Vargas. 1 out still, 4-0 the ball game. Here's the pitch to Vinton. And 1-2 the count, ball taken there by Vargas. Vargas did not play last game. Here's the pitch and low, 2-2 the count, 1 out still. Farmer looks like she's gonna have some movement in that bullpen here. Checking on who's in there. It looks like it's Sophie Bramer. Here's the pitch. Foul ball to the left side. Two the count with 1 out. Bitten on the mound. With 4 1/3 innings pitched so far. Here's the pitch. And a grounder to Salazar. Takes it herself for the second out of the inning. Now coming up is Jocelyn Martinez, the second baseman for the Cougars.
Number 11, Martinez.
Jocelyn also struck out her last time up swinging. Here's the pitch. Foul tip, strike 1. 2 outs. Cougars only have 2 hits so far, but with 3 errors, and the Dolphins have no errors, 5 hits. You know what they say, the team that has the most errors loses the ball game. Here's the pitch by Vinton. Strike taken on the outside corner. Still some movement in that Dolphin bullpen. Now it looks like Delaney Gray is warming up. Was Sophie Bramer. Been looking out to close this inning. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 swinging. Benton goes 5 scoreless so far, and we will come back at the bottom of the 5th.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
And now coming up is Garza. She is 1 for 2 of the day with a double and an RBI that drove in Jacoby. It will go Garza, Bramer, then Aaron Bula. Dolphins up in this bottom of the 5th with 4 runs and 0 runs by the Cougars. Taken inside for a pitch. 1-0 the count with no outs. Dolphins looking to keep this momentum going. Here's the pitch. Ball taken, 2-0 the count. Bramer on deck. Pitch taken there, 3-0. Looks like Garza might need to find the zone here to keep this at bat alive. And the other Garza wants to get on here. Here's the pitch. And taken for a strike, 3-1 the count. Still in this at bat. Garza with only 1 strikeout, and that was by Jaden Grenier. Here's the pitch. Taken inside. Garza walks. Now coming up is Sophie Bramer. Is 1 for 2, reached on by fielder's choice and had a single her last time up.
Number 20, Kramer.
Bramer was warming up the last time up. Here's the pitch by Garza. Popped in foul territory and missed by the first baseman, Rodriguez. Oh, 1 to count, no outs, and Garza on first base. Aaron Bula on deck. Here's the pitch. And driven out to left field, past the left fielder, Franco. Garza's going to make it to third, and Bramer's going to make it to second with a big double here, with Aaron Bula up to bat. Aaron Bula 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice and a walk.
Number 3, Aaron Bula.
Looks like number 23, Hazel Martinez, is going to run for Sophie Bramer. Still able to hit Sophie if she comes back in her next time up bat. Looks like there's some confusion with the dugout. And the umpires. Coming out to bat is Aaron Bula, still talking with her teammate at third base, Garza. Looks like they're making a pitching change for the Coastal Bend Cougars. It will be number 23, Brianna Lopez, and we'll be right back. And now, pitching for the Coastal Bend Cougars, Brianna Lopez, freshman with a 10.23 ERA, 2 losses with 16 appearances. Lopez with a 1.44 K per 9, 87 hits. And taken off the leg is Aaron Bula, loading it up for Savannah Salazar. Not a great way to start for Lopez, but now Savannah with the opportunity to drive one with the bases loaded, the Ducks on the pond. Her with the ground out and a sacrifice fly with an RBI here. Still has no outs to work with. The Dolphins look like they're going to have a big inning here so far. Here's the pitch by Lopez. And a liner right past the third baseman, Garza, off her glove. Garza's going to score. Martinez is going to score. Aaron Bula moves up to second with a 2 RBI single by Savannah Salazar. Way to do damage with the opportunity she has.
Yeah, Phil, with 2 on and nobody out, if the 2 base runners on score, then the Dolphins will win via the run rule.
And now with Izzy Doggett getting hot here of late, could actually end this game. With an RBI with a single in her first at bat in the lineup the last time, going 1 for 2. Doggett takes a high one right here for 0-1 to count. Still no outs in the game. Bottom 5 for the Dolphins. 6-0 with 7 hits and no errors for the Dolphins. Here's the pitch by Lopez. High for a ball. 2-0 the count. Looks like Lopez doesn't want anything to do with Doggett. Doggett's been hot these last 2 games.
Well, she doesn't have a base to put her in a 2-0 count. I would expect Doggett to take a healthy hack.
Looks like we got a substitution. Foul ball here, 2-1 the count. Looks like number 24, Alexis Moreno, is going to bat for Jaden Grenier to try to end this ball game. With the Dolphins having Caitlin Garza on the bench to catch for it if it doesn't happen. Here's the pitch from Lopez. Doggett takes 3-1. Looks like it could be another bases loaded situation here.
They can actually pinch hit for Grenier, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and then put Grenier back in. And on defense, it would just burn Moreno.
There it is. As they did with
Wow, walk to load him up.
another bases loaded situation. As I was saying earlier, as they did with Bramer, they put in Hazel to run for it, and they can still put her back in. Now, like I said, coming up will be number 24, Alexis Moreno.
Moreno hasn't got a ton of at-bats this year.
Moreno batting a 125 with a 250 on base and a 125 slugging.
She's got 3 singles and just, what, 24 at-bats?
That's what it looks like. The outfielder. Here's a pitch to Alexis.
Ooh.
Hit! Another hit by pitch RBI for Alexis Moreno. Not saying another one for her, but another hit by pitch.
Dolphins getting excited. That runner at third, if that runner scores, the ball game will end, and that's Izzy Doggett with Grace Coleman coming up. Not sure what we're going to see with the base loaded. Probably not a bunt, as you will have a force at home, but it might pinch hit for Grace Coleman, actually.
It looks like it. So, Geiger.
Yeah, it's going to be Alyssa Keene.
Alyssa Keene, and she's another speedy outfielder for the Alvin Dolphins.
Coleman was 1 for 2 with a run and was out at the plate earlier after a series of mistakes.
Yeah, I would say that. Alyssa Keene batting .333 on the year with 440 on base and a .357 slugging with 42 at-bats and 14 hits.
Oh, Keene, go ahead.
And it has 4 RBI, so RBI situation here. It looks like they're going to do another pitching change.
They're going to bring back in the original pitcher.
It looks like they just wanted her to have a cooler and is going to bring her back in.
I think maybe the initial plan was to remove Lopez or remove Garza and let Lopez handle it, but she was unable to get an out. Still no outs here in the bottom of the 5th with the bases loaded and 3 runs already scoring. So obviously Lopez not effective, so they go right back to Viviana Garza. And Alyssa Keene has a chance. All she's got to do is drive in the runner at third, Izzy Doggett, and the ball game will end.
And with this game, we have six hit by pitches and walks 4 walks and 2 hit by pitches. So it looks like they could end it on a walk.
Yeah, or a hit by pitch, anything.
Anything will get that runner across. Savannah Salazar, the one that drove the first 2 in. Here's the pitch. Garza, strike taken.
Lopez actually hit both of the batters and walked one of the 6 people who reached on a walk or hit by a pitch. So she was responsible for half of them without getting an out, while Viviana Garza only allowed 3 walks in 4 innings. So control obviously was not going for Lopez in this one.
A ball taken there by Keene.
Infield is way in. She's really just got to hit a fly ball to the outfield.
Game's over. Here's the pitch. Taken low for a ball. 2-1 the count here. Lopez's first and final at bat was hit by pitch.
Salazar is actually the runner at third. Doggett is at second. My apologies.
Oh, yes. Here's the pitch. And a pop-up straight to the first baseman in foul territory. Will be 1 out here. And coming up to bat will be number 22, Yaya Silva, who is 1 for 2 with a ground out, a double, and a walk.
Yeah, Silva obviously a great bat, top of the order. High confidence that she can get this done. It would be kind of a bummer if she's unable to win this game on a quasi walk-off. And
there
she
it
does.
is. Ball game over.
Wow.
A 2-game sweep. It looks like Doggett just came home for insurance, but that will be ball game. 7-0. Yaya Silva walks it off in the 5th inning. A little celebration, not too much of one, but that would end the game. The Dolphins just took control of this ball game from the get-go.
Yeah, 8-0 final score here at Ruth Ryan Field. Really good performance by the Dolphins, able to get that 8-run rule in the bottom of the 5th with a 4-run bottom of the 5th, and they only got 1 out in that whole span.
That's what it looked like. And it looks like the Dolphins might be on a little bit of a winning streak here. That's 3 in a row so far.
Yep. Good
So-
job to defeat the Cougars, who fall to 2-31. Dolphins are back at 500, 20-20 now.
And
we'll be right back for your recap.
Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
Dolphins win 8-0 over Coastal Bend here in Game 2 of this doubleheader. Take both 8-0 and 8-3 in this second game. Great job by all the Dolphins. Really, Yaya Silva coming up big, going 2 for 3 with a walk and an RBI, including a double. Sophie Bramer had a big double. She was 2 for 3. Salazar was 1 for 2 with a couple of RBIs. Doggett 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. And Haley Vinton, 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts, just 67 pitches. 5-inning shutout for Vinton. Didn't need to use another pitcher. And then for Coastal Bend, unable to get any runs, obviously. They did get a hit from Medrano and Garza. Garza went 4 1/3, 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And then Lopez came in and was really unable to accomplish much. Had to be subbed out for Garza, who came back in. But the Dolphins win at 8-0 here. A sweep of the Coastal Bend Cougars. Dolphins back at 500. And that'll do it for us. Evan Geiger and Phil Rivera II. Thank you so much for watching. Dolphins win 8-0.